Hi guys, today we're going to discuss Science Paper 2 from past paper April 2022 with a past paper code 1113/02. The duration for this paper is 45 minutes. First, we'll scroll over the questions. You may take a screenshot and pause this video for a while. This is question number 1. Let me zoom out. This is question number 1 and this is number 2. Okay, move on to number 3, A, B, C, and we have question number 4, question number 5, this is question number 5, and then question number 5B. This is B part 5B part 1 and part 2. 5B, and this is 5B part 1 and 2. This is 5B. This is part 1, 5B1, and this is 5B part 2. This is question number 6. This is still question number 6. This is 6A part 1 and 6A part 2. Let's move on to question number 6B part 1 and 2. And next we move to question 7A part 1 and 2, 7B part 1 and 2, 7A and B. Next is question number 8, AB, and number 9. This is still question number 9. 9A, this is 9A, and 9B and C. And then question 10A, this is question 10A, and followed by question 10B, this is 10B, and now it's question 11, 12, and next is question 13. This is still question 13. This is the whole page of question 13. This is question 13. Question 13. Still question 13. And then this is question 13. The question. Okay. Now is question 14 and 14B, followed by 15A and B. This is question 15B part 1 and B part 2. This is question 16. This is still the table for question 16, and that is the last of this paper. Now let's start from number 1. You may pause this video if you already take a screenshot of all the questions and use time for writing the answer. Then you can see the discussion together. If you have any doubts, please feel free to write in the comment section and Susan here, the YouTube channel. Total mark is 50 and 16 questions for 45 minutes. So one question is about 3 minutes. Question 1. Draw one line from each cell drawing to its correct function. Draw only 5 lines. Let's zoom out. So if we see, first one will be the pictures of red blood cells. We know from its the shape of this shape. Number 2 will be the pictures of a plant cells, as this is rectangular, and it has lots of chlorophyll and a large vacuole. A large vacuole is the characteristic for plant cell. Number 3 will be sperm cell. Next pictures is root hair cell. We know from this shape is root hair cells in plant. The last is the pictures of nerve cells. We know from the branch in here and the long shape of the neuron or nerve cells. So here we go, we have typed down the name of the pictures. Now is matching. Red blood cells is for transport oxygen, because red blood cells has hemoglobin to bind with oxygen. Palisade cells is for photosynthesis for plants. Sperm cells is to joins with an egg. Root hair cells is for absorb mineral and water, and neurons is for detect changes in the surrounding. That will be our answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So we don't use this one and we don't use this one. Pollinates, the stigma of a flower will be the task of pollen. Don't have the pictures there. Contracts to cause movement is muscles. Okay, I hope it's clear. If you have any doubts, please write down your question in comment section in Susan Hira YouTube channel. This is our answer. Next question 2. Question 2. Here reacts metal compounds and acids to make 3 different salts. The table shows the metal compounds and the acids Pierre uses. Complete the table to show the salt the reactions make. Metal compound, calcium carbonate with nitric acid. The salt make will be as easy as we just combine them. So the first word from the metal is the cation, calcium, sodium, potassium, and combine with the name of the acid. So calcium ion and nitric become calcium nitrate. Sodium with sulfuric becomes sodium sulfate. Potassium with hydrochloric acid become potassium chloride. So let's type that down in the answer. So here we go, we type it down, calcium nitrate and sodium and sulfuric acid, sodium sulfate, and potassium chloride. Potassium and chloride. So the idea is to put the ending of ATE from the nitrate, and sulfuric becomes sulfate ATE, same ending, and chloride become chloride IDE. So either ATE or IDE. But the first word of the metal we keep the same. As you can see, calcium is calcium, sodium, potassium. So there's a I'm typing here calcium nitrate. Alright. Next, question B. When calcium carbonate reacts with nitric acid, a gas is made. Write down the name of this gas. So as we derive from the word of calcium carbonate, calcium will make the salt and carbonate will make the gas. The gas, as according to its name, is carbon, will be carbon dioxide. So it will be carbon dioxide from the word carbon dioxide. These are the 2 reactions of acid with metal. Acid and metal will produce salt and hydrogen, while acid with metal carbonate will produce salt, carbon dioxide, and water. So these are the 2 gases formed from reaction of acid. So if there is carbonate, it will be carbon dioxide. If there is only metal, it will be only hydrogen. So I hope it's clear. Next, question 3. This question is about the sun and the moon. Why does the sun appear to move across the sky? Well, we see our Earth rotates on its axis. So part of it that get the sun rays will be day, and part of it will be night. And that's how we know that the sun is moving as the day become night from east to the west. The sun looks as it moves from east to the west. So the answer for this will be the Earth rotates on its axis. So that's how we know that the sun appears to move across the sky. Next, question B. Question B, sun is a source of light. Describe how we see the sun. Part 2, write down the name of another source of light in space. Well, the sun rays reach the Earth as the electromagnetic wave that can travel without any medium or vacuum. So we just type down our answer. The light energy from the sun in the form of electromagnetic waves travel to Earth. Next question. Write down the name of another source of light in space. So there are so many stars, we just type stars. So stars will be our answer. Next. Question C. The moon is not a source of light. Explain why we see the moon. Well, here's the pictures of moon, and this is the sun, and this is our Earth. The moon is not a source of light, but the moon reflects sunlight. The sunlight reach the moon, and the moon reflect the sunlight here to the Earth. That's how we see the moon. Let's type down our answer. So we type the moon reflects light from the sun. Let's explain why we see the moon. Next question. When question 4, the diagram shows 6 stages in the life cycle of pea plant. The stages are not in the correct order. A, B, C, D, E, F. And not to scale. Write letters to show the stages in the correct order. 2 of the stages has been done for you. First, let's identify them. What is this? A bee, so it is a pollination. Bee help in pollination. F is seed. C is the seedling, start to grow. And then now this is adult plant. And then it bears flower, and flower attract insect. And after pollination, it will bear the seed in here. So these are pictures of pea pod, and inside there is pea seed. Now in here, B is followed by D, so adult plant, and then it bears flower, and then it will be followed by pollination of this one, A. After pollination, it will grow pea pod, so it will be E. E will go here, and this will be before adult plant is a seedling, the C, and before seedling is the seed, F. So let's type all our answer. So it's FC, F, seed followed by the young seedling, and then adult plant and start to bear flower, followed by pollination by insect, and it bears pea pod. Inside the pea pod there's a lot of pea seed, and start again the cycle to F. So that will be our answer. Next we move on to question 5. The table shows the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. Complete the table. Solid, liquid, and gas. Arrangement of particles, movement of particles. So liquid close together. Gas, movement, particle move quickly. So let's just fill this. So these are particles arrangement in phases of solid, liquid, and gases. Then solid particles are packed tightly together in a fixed arrangement. Particles can vibrate but not move, so only vibrate. Liquids, particles are close together, no distinct arrangement, and can move and slide around each other. Gases, they are free floating, no distinct arrangement, and particles move and collide with each other. So we type down our answer. Solid tightly packed in a regular pattern. Gas well separated with no regular arrangement. That is the arrangement of particles. Solid movement of particles, vibrate in fixed positions. Liquid move around each other. And that's it. Now let's move on to the next question. Well, this is question 5b. This is two gas jars that have been just joined together. Gas containing air, gas jar containing a brown gas. Then the diagrams shows the two gas jars after being joined 10 minutes. Both gas jars contain a pale brown gas. Question: name the process that happened during the 10 minutes. Question part 2, describe how the process happens. Use ideas about particles. Well, it's clear during 10 minutes. First it's no color and then brown, and then it becomes pale brown gas. Means the gas from the top and bottom has mixed together. So we call that as diffusion. Question B, part 2, describe how the process happens. Use ideas about particles. So for diffusion, particle move from area of high concentration from down here to area of low concentration to down the concentration. So we type down our answer. Particle move from area of high concentration to an area of low concentration until the mixture is even. That will be what happened with the particles. Let's move on. Question 6. Chan investigates how much a ruler bends when he adds different objects. So this is no object. This is the clamp and table, and this is ruler. Now object added here, and distance ruler bends after object added is this much. So question: he adds the object at position A, and he writes his result in a table. So this is weight in object 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 Newton, and distance ruler bends after object added is when the 0 Newton is 0, of course this one. When is 1 is 2.1, it bend 2.1. When is 2 is 4, getting lower. When is 3 is 6.1. When is 4 is 8.2. Question: describe what happened as the weight of the object increases. Explain why this happened. So as we can see, as the weight object increases from 0 to 1 to 4, the ruler bends more. That will be our answer. Next, explain why this happened. And you see, as the weight is increasing, the ruler bends more, as heavier weight will make the ruler bends more due to the gravity. We type down our answer. As the weight of the object increases, the downward force due to gravity increases and causes the ruler bends more. So that will be our answer. Here we go. As the weight of the object increases, the downward force due to gravity increases and causes the ruler bends more. Next question. Question 6b. Chen repeats the investigation. He moved the object closer to the clamp. The object has a weight of 2 Newton. Predict the distance the ruler will bend. Now he moved the object closer. The object, which is 2 Newton, moved closer to the clamp. So the object now is moved closer. It will be somewhere here maybe, but the same is about 2 Newton. So 2 Newton will be here. At the original position, it will bend 4 cm. In this position, it will bend 4 cm. It will bend 4 cm. But if it's, as we move it nearer to the clamp here, it will not bend as much as 4 cm. So we just predict that it will be around 3. So we type down our answer. 3 cm. So explain your prediction in B part 1. Use idea about the principle of moments in your answer. So talking about principle of moment. So moment is force times the perpendicular distance from the pivot D. This is the formula for moment. As the object is moved nearer to the clamp, this is the pivot of the clamp. So the distance is smaller. The weight remains 2 Newton, but the distance is the D smaller. As result of that, the clockwise moment, so this will bend it this way, so this is clockwise moment, will be less. So that's the reason that it bends less. So we type down our answer. Moment is force time perpendicular distance from the pivot or the clamp. As the object is moved closer to the clamp, the distance from the pivot or clamp decreases, and so the clockwise moment decreases and ruler bends less. That will be our answer. Now we are on question 7. The diagram shows the human respiratory system. Circle the letter on the diagram that identifies diaphragm. So this is the A will be the windpipe, and C is the lungs here. D is the rib cage. So B will be the diaphragm. So our answer is B. So write down one function of the diaphragm. One function of diaphragm. So what is diaphragm? Diaphragm is the a dome shape muscle that contracts and relaxes with intercostal muscles. So this is intercostal muscle between the rib cage and during breathing. So inhale and exhale. Just type down our answer. So function of diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that contracts and relaxes with intercostal muscles during breathing. Next question. Question B. Write down one function of the air sacs or alveoli inside the lungs. Next, describe one way the air sacs are adapted to their function. So let's see a closer look of the pictures of air sacs or alveoli. This is a closer look of the alveoli. It's like a cluster of grapes. So gases exchange occurs at the alveoli in the lungs and take place by diffusion. So the alveoli are surrounded by capillaries. So oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse between the air in the alveoli and the blood in the capillaries. So we type down our answer. Exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide during process of breathing in and breathing out. So one way air sacs are adapted is they have thin walls composed of only a single layer of cells in order to make the diffusion easier or minimize the diffusion distance. So it will be easier diffusion at higher rate. Okay, let's move on. Now we are on question 8. The diagram shows an atom of hydrogen. The nucleus contains only one particle. Complete the labels. So hydrogen only one. So one in here is the proton. And there's no neutron because there's only one, and this is one electron. So let's complete the table. Here we go. Proton and electron. Proton, electron, no neutron. Next, write down the chemical symbol for hydrogen. So just take the first letter, H. So it's H. It will be as easy as that. Next. Question 9. Yuri investigates why the size of the leg of an elephant is different from the size of the leg of a horse. Yuri makes model legs of both animals. He uses modeling clay to make different size cylinders. Yuri places one cylinder on a desk. He places 100-gram mass on top of this cylinder until the cylinder starts to squash and change shape. Modeling clay cylinder, this represents elephant, this represents the horse. Yuri tests two different diameters of cylinder. The cylinders are all cut at the same length. Explain why this is important, the same length. So to make a fair investigation. So we type down our answer to make a fair test. So only the diameter of cylinder is being compared because the length is the same, the same length. So we don't we can compare only one factor, that is the diameter of the cylinder that we change. Next, what equipment does Yuri use to measure the diameter of the cylinder? Question C. Yuri uses two cylinders for each diameter. Explain why using two cylinders is important. So to answer this, Yuri can use a vernier caliper to measure the diameter of the cylinder. This is the pictures of vernier calipers. While Yuri can measure the cylinder here, the diameter, so it will be accurate measurement. Next, Yuri uses two cylinders. Why using two cylinders is important? So two we can compare and then get an average to get reliable results. So type down our answer. With two cylinders, Yuri can make an average to get reliable results. Question 10. Wind is an energy resource. Wind turbines. So we have wind turbines here. Wind turbines supply energy. Suggest two disadvantages of using wind turbines. So we have 2 slots to fill. Also pictures of wind turbines, wind farm. So the disadvantages will be we have to install a lot of wind turbines in a field, so a lot of money involved, so expensive initial cost, and also these turbines, it create noise because a lot of turbines turning at the same time create a lot of noise. So we type down our answer: expensive initial cost and turbine produce noise and visual pollution. Next question: people in many countries are trying to increase the number of wind turbines. Suggest why instead of expensive initial cost and produce noise, but it's actually free of pollution, and it is a renewable energy resource. So we type down our answer. Wind turbines do not release any pollution and it's almost everywhere. So we always get wind, you'll never run out of wind. Although it's not really all the time, all year long. It is intermittent, but it is always there, the wind. So let's move on to the next question. Gasoline burns in oxygen to make a carbon dioxide and water. Circle 2 words that describe this reaction. The hydrocarbon react with oxygen, it will be an oxidation reaction. And make carbon dioxide and water. So this is exothermic reaction. It will be not endo, not displacement, not neutralization. It will become between acid and base is neutralization. Respiration is it has to be glucose, not gasoline. So rusting is oxidation of iron. So this will be our answer: exothermic and oxidation. Here we go. Question 12. The diagram shows fungi growing on a piece of wood. Fungi are decomposer. What are decomposer? Well, decomposer are microorganisms break down dead animals or plants. So let's type down our answer. The microorganisms that break down the dead remains of plants and animals to humus. So it will be help in the soil fertility. Next, why are decomposer important? So since they produce humus that add nutrients to the soil, so they help in process of developing humus by decomposing various dead organisms to form nutrients to the soil. Next, this is question 13. The diagram shows 5 arthropods. These arthropods all have jointed legs, so that's the characteristic of arthropods. Remember that. So this is a jointed leg. All the leg has joint. Okay, look at the key. Arthropod with jointed legs has 3 pairs of legs and has 4 pairs of legs. So it will be 3 pairs is insect, 4 pairs is arachnid, like spider. Insects, some have wings, some does not have wings. So it will be Formica. Wings has 1 pair of wing and has 2 pairs of wing. 1 pair of wing is Califora. 2 pairs of wing is Ashna. Here has a curved tail. For arachnid has a curved tail is a Scorpio, and does not have curved tail is Argio. So let's fill the table according to the diagram. Here, we'll make it smaller. So we start with divide them into 3 pairs of leg and 4 pairs of leg. So 3 pairs of leg will be this one, and this one. So that will be insects. Next, does not have wings. This has wing, This has no wing, so this will be X. 1 pairs of wings is Helifora. 1 pairs of wing is this one, V. 2 pairs of wing will be Y, Ashna. And then 4 pairs of legs, arachnid has a curved tail. So from here, this one has curved tail, so this will be Z. And the last one will be W. So we type down all our answer here. Formica is X, Scorpio is Z, Calibra is V, Argyop is W, Ashna is Y. Okay, so this is our answer. Next, Lily investigates water pressure. Water inside a container with holes in one side, A, B, C, D, E. Where is the water pressure the greatest? We see from the how far the distance traveled by the water passing through the hole. D is the farthest, C is medium, B is the nearest to the tube, and it means D has highest pressure. As we see, this is a spouting can. Pressure increases as the depth increases. So is this position top, middle, and bottom? The bottom has greatest pressure as more water from upper layer give pressure to particle at this part. So here there's higher pressure. That's the reason that it high pressure jet, right? So now this is a medium, this is a low, because less particle of water give pressure on top of it. So I guess it's clear. Next, water inside a different shaped container, but see this is same level. Compare the water pressure at FGH. Since they have the same level, it means they have the same pressure and they're connected with air. So FGH has the same pressure. We type down the pressure at F, G, and H are all the same. Since pressures is depend on gravity times the height, this is the height, and density of liquid. So the liquid is the same, and the height is the same, and gravity is the same. So the pressure will be the same as long as it has the same height. Well, this is number 15. Potassium is an element in group 1 of the periodic table. Look at the word equation. Potassium plus water become potassium hydroxide and hydrogen. Write down the name of one product of this reaction. So product will be on the right side. This will be the reactant. So one product, you can write potassium hydroxide or hydrogen. Next, look at the order of elements in group 1 of the periodic table. What is the chemical symbol for potassium? So to get the symbol, sometimes it's easy. We just see from the first two letters. Lithium is Li. Rubidium is R, but with B. Skip the U. Cesium C and the S. Francium is the first two letters. And potassium and sodium is a bit different. Sodium is known as Na and potassium is known as K. Don't forget that. Things to remember. So here's our answer. Hydrogen gas and K. Predict which group 1 element react fastest with water. So the answer will be the bottom part, because as we go down, the reactivity increases from top to bottom. So this is the bottom part, this is francium. This is the explanation of group 1. As we go down, reactivity increases as it has larger diameters, and that's why the electron is more easily to lost and the reactivity increases from top to bottom. I guess that's explained. Next, question 16. Angelique measures the temperature of 3 samples of water. The diagram shows result A, B, and C. Record the temperature of each thermometer in the table. So we see this one, the meniscus. This is 0. This one is here, -10. So go to 20. So one step is 1. So -11 for B. And for C is above 30 and between 30 and 40. So we take the meniscus. The part that we use is the meniscus. So it's in the middle between 30, 31, 32, 33. So it's 32.5. So let's type down our answer. So we are using the meniscus, the most bottom part of the liquid surface. So we type down our answer. A is 0, B is negative 11, C is 32.5. Right, so that is the last question. So we'll scroll all over the question from number 1, so you may take a screenshot of the answer as reference. This is question 1. This is question 2. This is question 3. A, B, C. This is question 4. This is question 5. And question 5 is done. Question 6. No, I mean 5B, part 1 and 2. And then question 6, the table. And 6A, part 1 and 2. And this is question 6B, part 1 and 2. This is question 7, part A, 1, 2, and B, 1, 2. And this will be question 8, AB, question 9, A, and this is question 9, B and C, followed by question number 10, A, and also 10, B, and this is question 11, and 12, 13, followed by 14, A and 14B, and 15A and B, and B part 1 and 2, and followed by question 16. Yeah, that's it. So today we have discussed Science Checkpoint Past Paper April 2022, Paper 2, with the past paper code 113, and this for lower secondary, grade 8 or year 9. Please do check links in the description. Click this button in the right bottom corner of this video if you open to listen here the YouTube channel. Ring the bell so you will be first to be notified when we release our latest update. So we will keep updating our papers, the latest and most recent past paper. Like and share to anybody who might need this, because it means a lot to us to enable us to produce more videos like this. Bye bye. And today's discussion is conducted by Study with Tuition Online. We cater for all these subjects and all these programs. Please email us if you are interested to join with us in 1-to-1 private tutorial or tuition with affordable price. And if you have any past paper, you may send us. We will see what we can do for you. And if you have any question, please feel free to write in the comment section if you have any idea, suggestion, or question or doubt. Bye bye and see you in the next video. We hope today's discussion will be helpful to you, and God bless you.